Well, cleanup continues after a house exploded in a Waterloo neighborhood. One person was killed, but that victim has not yet been identified publicly. KWWL reporter David Warrington is joining us now live with more. David, tell us what you're seeing out there at the scene.
Yeah, Luke, it's still a pretty shocking sight out here a day and a half later. I want to show you a couple things. First of all, as you can see, the road is still blocked off here. You can come down the road the one way, but you can't come here towards the house this way. And also, as you can see, just a tremendous amount of damage here on this house. But I want to show you even further. The houses behind this one and next to it were not spared. As you can see, plenty of damage on those houses as well after the blast in the early morning hours yesterday. Now, as Luke mentioned, one person did die in this explosion. His body has been transported to the state medical examiner's office for an autopsy. As far as the cleanup process, Waterloo City crews were hard at work clearing the streets yesterday, while the Red Cross was also contacted to provide assistance. Waterloo Fire Marshal Brock Welliver described the shock in seeing an incident the likes of which they haven't seen in several decades.
It was a bit of a shock, to say the least, of what the incident call came in as. We haven't experienced anything of this magnitude since Buzz's Bar back in the 1990s.
Fire Marshal Welliver said that a natural gas leak was the cause of the explosion. He did clarify that plenty of testing was done and Mid-American Energy's equipment was not at fault.
They did extensive testing out there on their equipment, and we were there for that. And yeah, Mid-America's equipment was not part of that issue. So the general message to the public would be that natural gas systems here in town are safe and reliable, and that wasn't the issue that day.
And he also credited the City of Waterloo Public Works, who he described as going above and beyond to assist in the cleanup process. And he did also want to remind people to be respectful of the fact this is still personal property, and also to keep in mind there is plenty of hazardous material that could still be around and not necessarily a safe place to be hanging out. Live in Waterloo, David Warrington, News 7, KWWL.